Hi, my name is Eddie Warren, and today I'm going to teach you how to pass block. I'm a 2-year starter on the Wyoming High School varsity football team. Pass block is... Alright, first let's start with offensive linemen. Offensive linemen are the players who would pass block. Your offensive linemen are you have a right tackle, a right guard, a center, a left guard, and a left tackle. They block for the quarterback and the running back, and they block for the quarterback specifically on pass plays. Pass plays are most frequent on 2nd and 3rd down to get more yardage when you need it, because you only get 3 downs, and on 4th down you punt. Alright. Pass blocking, if I'm the right tackle, the quarterback would be right here, and I have to stop the defensive lineman whose goal is to sack the quarterback or tackle the running back or whatever I do. So I block for the quarterback and the running back so that they can throw the ball off and get their job done, and we can be successful as a team. Alright. First things first is you want to make sure all your equipment is buckled, your helmet's on tight, all your chin straps are buckled, your shoulder pads are tight, your pants on, knee pads, thigh pads, everything. You have shoes on, make sure that they're tied up tight so that you won't get injured. The first thing for a pass block is your stance. You want your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you sit your butt and then you put your hand on the ground. So it would look something like this. And that's the first part of your pass set. A pass set is your initial position after your stance when the play is called hike or go or set or whatever your team snaps the ball on. So you go from, if Nate Harper was going to say hike to me, say hike, Nate. Set go. That would be your pass set. You want your hands to come up at about nipple level, and you want to hold them here, and you want your feet about shoulder width apart, and you want your knees bent, so that if somebody were to come and run into you, that you could stop them with your hands, and that you could use the power from your legs to get in their way and to stop them. So if the defense is going to come and try to sack the quarterback, they would either try to run through you, go inside of you, or go around you. If the defense is going to try to go around you, you would use a couple steps to stop them. You would kick slide, which is basically just like a diagonal step backwards, and you would just get in their way, and then you would throw your hands. And when you throw your hands, you want to hit them ideally in their chest level so that you can throw your hands and you can hit them and you can grab onto their shoulder pads so that they can't move. But when I say grab on, you can't hold their jersey. You have to have your hands tight inside and your elbows locked inside, so that it's not a holding penalty. A holding penalty would result in 5 to 10 yards, depending on how bad the hold was. And the holding penalties occur if the official sees their jersey fly out, or you're holding them badly so that they couldn't move. There's a difference between holding and grabbing their shoulder pads when you're pass blocking. Grabbing your shoulder pads when they're pass blocking is called wheeling. I don't know why it's called wheeling, but it's called wheeling, and you grab them so that you can maintain control of them. But holding would be as if, come here, Nate. Holding would be as if Nate was running that way and I was grabbing his jersey like this. There's a difference in holding and wheeling. So if somebody were to go outside of me, I would kick slide, and then I would throw my hands and I would wheel them. And then I would maintain control of them until I see the ball thrown ahead of me, and then I would run after the ball and chase it. If somebody were to go inside of me, I would step inside with my feet so that the goal of pass blocking is to keep the person in base position. Base position is keeping him from the middle of your chest to your outside shoulder. If you keep them, because if they get inside of you, then they can get to the quarterback quicker, because making them go around you is easier than making them go inside of you, because it's a quicker path. So you want to keep them in base position on this half of your body, on the outside of your body, so that you can force them to go all the way around you. But if they do slant inside, you want to step inside quicker than them and keep them in base position, and then you sort of just have to put your head in there and then drive them upfield. If they try to go through you, you have to set your feet back and you have to get a stagger, and you just sort of have to take the blow and deal with it, and then sort of like give a little bit back. Excuse me for all these kids running around. Including this kid. Yeah. And this is how to pass block. Thank you. The most important thing when pass blocking is to make sure that you have a good posture so that you can, when you aim to shoot your hands and hit your guy, that you can hit him and stop his momentum. But if you miss your guy, you're going to fall forward like this, and then your guy's going to try to run past you. In that case, you want to get on his upfield shoulder, which would be the shoulder facing you, and just run him upfield and run him by the quarterback, because the quarterback will be standing in here somewhere, and if you run him straight up the field, then he can't get to the quarterback. But ideally, you want to go like this, and then you want a good posture, and then you want your head and your shoulders back so that you can just shoot your hands. Because if you shoot your hands, then your weight won't fall forward and you won't completely miss your guy. But if you happen to fall forward, then you can just run upfield like I said. But you just want your head back and your shoulders back, and you want a stagger in your feet so that if he tries to run over you, that you can brace for contact and stop him. Just like if a car or something were coming at you, or I don't know why a car would be coming at you, but if you were running into a wall and you would just brace for contact, your feet wouldn't be together because then you're off balance. So you want a stagger and you want your knees bent, just like you're going to brace for contact if somebody's going to try to run into you.